I'm back with another Wall review, Wall live reactions review, or whatever you want to call it. We are just 24 hours after the, Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Randy Orton is the new Money in the Bank winner for, the WWE Championship. Damian Sandow pulls off a shocking win, in my opinion, winning the SmackDown Money in the Bank for the World Championship. Kind of expected Cody Rhodes to win, the way they were building him up during the match. Kind of expected Daniel Bryan to win the WWE Championship Money in the Bank, but I don't know how to feel about Orton. Some people believe he's going heel, and this could be the starting point of that. Not too surprised that Super Cena beat Mark Henry. Not because I was looking for him to win, or hoping for him to win, but because I know how WWE is. Also not very surprised that Del Rio beat Ziggler. Kind of surprised the way it ended up. They'll probably do some kind of rematch at SummerSlam. Probably start that tonight. But all the other matches, not really surprised the way it turned out. But how will this affect Raw tonight? How will the fallout? What will the fallout be? Will we get a cash in tonight for one of the Money in the Bank contracts? Will we see RVD, the man who returned last night at Money in the Bank? Will he be on Raw? How will CM Punk react to Paul Heyman's treachery at Money in the Bank? Will he basically cost CM Punk his opportunity to win the WWE Championship Money in the Bank? And will we see Brock Lesnar? And what will happen under the new Brad Maddox regime as he's the new general manager of Raw? We got a lot to cover tonight, so let's get to it. We kick off Monday Night Raw with our new general manager, Mr. Brad Maddox. I'm a Maddox fanatic. He comes out and starts to talk about how there will be a rematch for the World Championship. Dolph Ziggler one-on-one with the champion, Alberto Del Rio, tonight. We arrive in Brooklyn, New York for the first time ever for Monday Night Raw. John Cena comes out, interrupts him, and Maddox ends up telling Cena that later tonight he will bring out every WWE superstar onto the stage, and Cena will have his pick of who he faces at the next pay-per-view, SummerSlam. This brings out Randy Orton, who is carrying the Money in the Bank for the WWE Championship, and tells Cena that when he catches in his Money in the Bank, he won't make the same mistake Cena did last year by calling his shot a week in advance. When Orton catches in, Cena will never see it coming. But they end up staring each other down, but before anything can happen, they are interrupted by Fandango, who comes out and challenges Cena for his WWE Championship. He starts to say his name, but gets knocked out. Gets knocked down by a straight right hand to the face from Randy Orton. Cena walks out, and Orton and Fandango start fighting each other. This leads Brad Maddox to make his first match under the Maddox regime for tonight. Starting off the show tonight, it's Randy Orton versus Fandango. 1-on-1, our first match tonight. And we go to commercial break. Pretty good start for Raw. Wanting to see where this goes. We're in the middle, we just started the Orton Fandango match. Like I said, it went to a commercial. So let's get back to the show and see how it turns out. A very good outing for Fandango, but he still loses to Randy Orton via the RKO. We then go to the back where we see Dolph Ziggler walking in the hallway.
He's,
Well, AJ catches up to him
and has,
for him to say something to her. Apparently, he hasn't said anything to her since the pay-per-view. He tells her that it's time to move on. And
at first she thinks
that means that they're moving on from what happened on yesterday.
but he tells
So that it's time for him to move on from her. And says that,
they're over.
which means that's the end of Dolph and AJ.
So,
Where does this go? Where does AJ go from here? Is she gonna manage?
Big E is,
She gonna start like dating Big E now, or is it gonna be? Is it gonna be Big E versus Ziggler, possibly at the
SummerSlam, or
somewhere before then? I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and find out.
but we know he's,
Ziggler's in a world title match against Del Rio tonight.
does that mean,
AJ and Big E are gonna interfere in the match, possibly.
but,
Coming up next, apparently Mark Henry's on his way to the ring
for some,
unknown reason. They were talking about
he might never get a,
world title, WWE Championship match again, unless Cena picks him. I'm hoping that
Cena doesn't
pick him. I'm hoping that it ends up being like Daniel Bryan. I want Daniel Bryan
to win the,
WWE Championship. CM Punk Royal Rumble winner.
WrestleMania.
Punk versus Daniel Bryan. I'm begging the WWE to make it happen. I don't care what they do with Cena. I don't care if Cena's the main event of WrestleMania again. I just want to see CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan WrestleMania WWE Championship. Make it happen. But let's see what Mark Henry has to say on Raw as we go back to Brooklyn, New York. Mark Henry comes out to make some kind of announcement, but before he can get it out, he's interrupted by the Shield, who
Come out
and try and triple team him. It kind of looked like Mark was gonna get a little bit of offense, which I think he did, but it didn't last very long as the entire Shield gangland style jumped him, and I believe Roman Reigns hit the spear to set up a triple powerbomb that was very impressive and actually got the Brooklyn crowd to chant,
holy shit.
So does this mean Mark Henry's officially gone, or officially become a face again? It kind of looks that way, but it's hard to tell right now because that's all that happened. But coming up next is the World Championship match. Dolph Ziggler versus Del Rio, Alberto Del Rio. Will AJ get involved? Will Big E get involved? Will Ricardo Rodriguez finally be back? I'm not sure if his 30 days is up yet, or whatever it was, but that match is coming up next. I'm hoping, begging WWE to let Dolph Ziggler win this one, but I'm kind of got it in my head that AJ's gonna mess him up somehow. I still love AJ, but I know she's gonna end up messing him up or getting Big E involved somehow or something like that. But the world title match is coming up next, so let's get back. We come back to Monday Night Raw, where Brian Maddox is in his office when Jericho comes in. Very surprised to see Jericho back on Raw, considering I thought he was on his way to go on tour with his band after last night, but after losing to Ryback, but apparently he's not gone as of yet. Jericho comes in and Maddox, before Jericho can really say what he's there for, Maddox says that he has an idea why he's there, and that is to get a title match against Cena for the WWE Championship. He tells Jericho that he has to do like everyone else and do his best to impress Cena enough to get him to make the match, or to get him to pick Jericho, which means,
Please,
Maddox to suggest a match for tonight. Y2J versus RVD. I believe that's gonna happen. Really surprised to see that RVD is actually gonna be in a match tonight.
it's,
Almost more than I am Jericho. More than I'm surprised to see
Jericho's actually in a match.
But RVD, I'm more surprised about RVD because
I know he's got one of those
contracts kind of like The Rock and Brock Lesnar had, where
he's only
obligated to wrestle a certain amount of times or whatever. But it looks like we're gonna have RVD versus Jericho tonight. Should be a good match.
I'm still not
Really, I still don't really know what to think about
OVE
considering what his opinions on TNA after leaving the way he did. But I'm looking forward to a good match. Jericho
versus OVE.
But we're in the middle of the world title match. Del Rio versus Ziggler for the world title.
Ziggler just got
Tossed out of the ring, I believe. Still looking.
wait.
Hasn't been going on very long, but I'm still looking for AJ to come out
And somehow
either interfere herself or get Big E to interfere, cost Ziggler the match,
and we
go
will
on to SummerSlam. So, but that's
not happen yet. But
I'm looking for that to happen. I'm looking for that to happen.
but
Let's get back to Raw and see if I have like we come back to the main event, to the world title match.
well, it looked like
Ziggler was gonna win the belt after hitting a
version of
famous off the turnbuckle.
on Del Rio.
He went for the pin, but the bell was rung prematurely
Or so we thought.
until the camera panned over and showed that it was AJ Lee
Who actually
rung the bell. The distraction allowed Del Rio
to
capitalize by hitting the straight kick to the face like
he did it
like he did to win the title in the first place to Ziggler, and retain the title. Alberto Del Rio,
still your
World Heavyweight Champion. AJ then gets in the ring and starts
wailing away.
wailing away on Ziggler until Big E comes running in and hits the running tackle. I'm not sure what they call it, but
The running tackle.
that he does. He then picks up Dolph and hits the big ending as AJ looks on, crying and rocking back and forth in the ring. After the match, after the beatdown,
AJ goes over.
over and kisses Dolph goodbye, and they leave the ring.
It looks like
AJ and Dolph are officially broken up now. My prediction
is coming.
true. Big E versus Dolph somewhere down the line. But
We still got Cena's
decision, who will he defend the WWE Championship against at?
SummerSlam.
I'm hoping it'll be hoping it'll be Daniel Bryan.
But
We still have to wait possibly the end of the show. So let's get back to it. R-Truth comes out and looks like he's gonna be in a match.
but his
Rap gets interrupted by the intro of the
Wyatt family is
they would come to the ring for the second time in 2 weeks. With the same entrance from last time, but it's kind of like
the video packages
not there, but it's the same
video that played.
when they first arrived last week, when they showed Bray Wyatt
Say
were coming, well here, and
the same with the same.
and then it goes to the same entrance they had last week with the
Lights going out and
Bray Wyatt leading his family to the wing with the lantern before he sits down on the rocking chair on the lamp and lets Eric Rowan and Luke Harper do the damage on the inside of the wing to R-Truth. After Truth is disposed of from the wing, Wade Wyatt starts to cut a promo, but it gets interrupted as R-Truth comes back up on the apron with a steel chair. The family members stand in front of Wade Wyatt as if they're protecting him, but Wyatt tells him to get out of the ring and allow Truth to do what he's gonna do. Which they do, which Rowan and Harper oblige, and Truth gets to the ring with the chair, but gets distracted when he sees that Rowan and Harper are walking towards him on the outside of the ring. The distraction allows for Wwe Wyatt to run and hit a splash into the corner to R-Truth. This allows for another beatdown from the family to set up Wwe Wyatt's finisher, which is he grabs the guy from the front by the head and pulls him back face first into the mat. It's called on NXT where they started. It's called Sister Abigail. I don't know what if they're gonna call it that on Raw or not, but that's the name it's been going by. Wyatt then gets on the microphone and says that R-Truth is not the truth they're seeking. He then had some messages for Kane telling him to follow the buzzers. As we go back to commercial, they promote the fact that on the WWE app you can now vote for who the Real Americans, Swagger and Cesaro will face coming up next. Either Tons of Funk, the Usos, or the Primetime Players. I'm guessing it's gonna be the Usos, but I could always be wrong. But that match is coming up next, so let's get back. I was right. The Usos win the voting and get a quick win over the Real American, Seb Coulter's Real Americans. They're still advertising RVD versus Jericho for later tonight, but we still got more Raw to come, so let's get back. We come back to Raw, where we see a shocking upset victory, in my opinion. Christian gets the quick roll up on on SmackDown's Mr. Money in the Bank. Damian Sandow. After the match is over, Sandow grabs the microphone and still enraged. He grabs the microphone and starts to say he's still Money in the Bank winner. He's still Mr. Money in the Bank, ain't no intellectual savior, but gets attacked by Cody Rhodes, who's still upset after being, in some people's minds, including mine, cheated out of the Money in the Bank last night by a man he thought was his best friend, Damian Sandow. Cody gets a standing ovation from the Brooklyn crowd, from what I heard. On television, they were giving him a standing ovation as he beat down Damian Sandow. Sandow runs rolls out of the ring and jumps the guardrail and leaves through the crowd to end the segment. But still to come, we got Cena's decision, which will probably be the end of the show. But we still got about an hour and 15 minutes left of Raw. It looks like it should be good. Still got RVD and Jericho to come. So let's get back to Monday Night Raw in Brooklyn, New York. We come back to Raw where Vicky Guerrero is shown in the corridor where the fans come in, campaigning for the fans to sign a petition to to get her reinstated back as the general manager of Raw
But we go back
to the ring. Well, it's time for Divas action
with Brie Bella versus
Naomi of the Funky Tackles. Well,
Naomi gets
a shocking win in my opinion. But we
still got
the match wasn't that interesting in my opinion either. We still got John Cena's decision on who he's
gonna face at SummerSlam.
He can pick anyone from the roster, from SmackDown or Raw.
The entire WWE
roster, plus RVD versus Jericho, still to come. Well, now down into the third hour. We got about an hour
and some change
left, depending on how long they go overtime. But we still got a lot more
to come,
so let's get back. CM Punk comes out and calls out Paul Heyman for
to talk about what happened
last night. But they have a pretty good
back and forth until
Heyman screams out, "It's club on time," signaling the
return of
the Beast, Brock Lesnar. Brock comes to the ring as Heyman goes around to the other side and jumps
CM Punk,
allowing Lesnar to pull him out of the ring
into a ball on the outside
of the ring. They have a pretty good fight, back and forth fight,
until CM
Punk tries to jump off the announce table and gets caught in midair by Lesnar. Who swipes him back first into one of the ring posts. This sets up Lesnar to hit an F5 on the announce table, giving it's the setup to the match that we all knew was coming for SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk.
101
SummerSlam. It's gonna happen, and I can't wait to see it. But we still got more Raw to come, so let's get back. RVD and Jericho have a very lengthy main event match that actually lasted through, I think, 2 commercial breaks. I wasn't really paying attention, but it looked like a really good match. I wasn't really paying attention because I was on Facebook, but I have to say that I'm kind of disappointed in the way RVD acted with his whole departure from TNA
and his return to WWE.
If you've heard read some of the comments he said during his
radio show,
I'm disappointed of his characterization of TNA,
and
I'm also disappointed in the IWC, YWC, whatever you want to call it,
the way they're
treating RVD on his return to the WWE,
and the way
he was labeled when he was with TNA. Really different night and day story. But that was our main event match. But coming up in the main event segment of the night, to
send us home,
John Cena's decision on who he will face
at SummerSlam
for the WWE Championship. Do the right thing, Cena. Pick Daniel Bryan. Drop the belt to Bryan at SummerSlam. Let him go on. Defend the title against CM Punk at WrestleMania. Let it happen. Don't be the way we all know you to be. Just let Daniel Bryan,
CM Punk put on a
classic epic match for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania.
Do what you're gonna do.
Main event show. Do whatever you want. Just let them be the WWE Championship match. Let the fans get something they want at WrestleMania for once, and for one time in the last years that you've been there. Let it happen, but we'll have to wait and see how it turns out. So let's get back. John Cena comes out with all the superstars on the stage, And after a lot of deliberating and talking and gesturing about
the different.
superstars he could pick, he finally makes his announce his decision,
Claiming that he will.
defend the WWE Championship at SummerSlam against a man who truly deserves it.
And
It's
it's
the first time I actually agree with John Cena. This man,
definitely deserves
his opportunity to be the WWE Champion, and that is
the man.
that I predicted Daniel Bryan is the number one contender for the
WWE Championship.
SummerSlam. I'm hoping somehow Daniel Bryan wins
And
defends the title at WrestleMania against CM Punk, who would
win the Royal Rumble.
this year. But that's the end of Raw.
War goes off the air with
Everyone in the crowd chanting, screaming, yes, yes,
yes.
Raw with Daniel Bryan to end the show. That's Raw. Follow me on,
Follow me on.
click the like, subscribe,
Do what you do.
leave a comment. Tell me what you thought of Raw. I thought
It
it
was
was
a pretty good show.
considering, but that's the end of tonight's Raw. See you on Thursday for Impact, Friday for SmackDown.
Like I said,
Like, subscribe, comment, do what you do, and